everyone, it's time for a Purim story. This is called the Megillah. It's read on every Purim. It's a little different. I adapted it for our time. And you're supposed to hear this every Purim, and when you hear something you don't like, you're supposed to blot it out. And what do we have here to blot it out with? But our noise. Let's try it. There's two things in this story that you really do not like. One is the villain, because every story has a villain, and the villain's name is Haman. Not bad. All right, and the other thing that's even worse than an individual villain is
tiara here. Maybe you could wear it.
Robs people of their freedom of movement, robs people of their right basically to exist as people the way we take for granted, and that's the occupation. Let's hear even more noise on that one. All right, here we go. Long ago, almost 40 years ago, in the land of Israel, Palestine, Prime Minister King Ahasuerus came over to rule over a new people in a conquered territory. They are too numerous to allow into my democratic monarchy, he mused.
There it is.
But I like their land.
Do the big sign.
It's worse than that, said Chief of Staff Haman.
Maureen, do the big sign.
These people who are scattered and divided among the peoples in all the provinces of your kingdom, and their law is different from all the people, and doing the law of the king is not for them, it is not agreeable to leave them alone. Well, I can't put them under my law. There's too many of them. I suggest you start an occupation. And so he did. The people of the newly conquered land would be governed by a different law than the king's subjects, and they would remain completely under his control. I am so happy, cried the Prime Minister King. Chief of Staff Haman. How would you like to be Defense Minister? Anything to fill up the iron wall of your Majesty, Your Majesty. And there was much rejoicing in the land, and also much tourism to sightsee among the conquered people of the occupation. The only one who seemed unhappy was First Lady Queen Vashti. Hush, she said. How are these people supposed to exist? They are not citizens of your democratic monarchy. They have no country of their own. This is an occupation.
Occupation!
Can you imagine they will go on being tourist attractions forever? They are not circus animals. They will resist you. Quiet, First Lady Queen. I'm the decider here. He only used her full title when he was quite angry. It just so happens that I will be having a grand affair to celebrate the great invasion, I mean reunification of my eternal domain, and you will be the star attraction. I've already booked your pole dancing act to headline our gala. You know what you can do with my pole, said Vashti, in a manner quite ill-becoming an ever less democratic monarch. I'm not going to allow you to do this in my name.
Yay!
Oh no, said the Prime Minister King. Now I have no queen and no headline act. Now I will have to have the music magic.
It's Purim! Happy Purim!
I will allow all the people in my messages with who they support, and that will distract them from not being able to vote in elections. Meanwhile, in a hip neighborhood of the recognized capital, Mordecai was advising his niece Esther, you should enter the contest and become the new First Lady Queen. You could gain a platform to raise your Jewish voice for peace.
Yay!
Yes, but what if I win? Then I'll have to marry the king. Not a chance. I'm sure the system is totally rigged. No way they would allow me the occupation.
My one hat.
Win. Unfortunately, Mordecai either underestimated the king's remaining democratic tendencies or overestimated his and Esther's group's prominence because the king made no effort to block Esther's plans.
Can somebody wear this? It won't stay on my head.
She was quite popular simpler, thought the king. Maybe this whole occupation isn't such a good idea. Nonsense, Your Majesty. Anyone would be grateful to be occupied by the only democratic monarchy in the Middle East. No, chief of staff. Defense Minister. To the interior, said the Prime Minister King. Meanwhile, Mordecai, while sitting at his usual outdoor cafe table, pitting yet another manifesto against the
Occupation!
noticed two right-wing groups plotting a coup against the democratic monarchy. Well, what can I do? He's family now, thought Mordecai, and he rushed to warn the king. The king was eternally grateful for a few minutes, but did notably note it in his daily planner. The goons were strictly punished, though their political party was allowed to continue to participate in the great democratic monarchy. At the same time, hey man, to escalate the occupation. Followers, all of whom mysteriously resembled the two punished goons, to go and live forces to build and defend special roads, harass, and even kill the people. Because David had rich friends even in the larger empire of that time. The usually cheapskate king did not notice the expense. And sure enough, the newly conquered people began to resist by a variety of means.
There's 300 of them.
Esther, in response to these developments, planned a plot.
There's some behind the video camera right there.
Activist friends who would sway the king with the force of their talking points. Fortunately, the king
Talking points
for lentil bakes and was held wrapped while various cogent arguments were raised. However, he had a short attention span and was just beginning to nod off when Esther decided to get his attention. Sweetie, did you like the food? Oh, food. I'll do anything you ask. Later, my dove, later. But there is something you can do right now. What? Even if it's half my kingdom. Oh, I was counting on that. I just had inheritance laws reformed. Oh. No, I want to tell you that someone is threatening my life. Who? He, I assume it's a he, will be punished. Well, no one is threatening me directly, but your chief of staff, defense, interior minister, Haman. In danger, to say nothing of the countless innocents living under occupation. Yes, you're right. I will dialogue with Haman about this. To truly punish Haman, Ahasuerus put in charge of the commission to determine what should be done to honor people who patriotically defended their nation's honor, and what should be done for traitors to the realm. When the commission came back with their findings, the king made a surprise announcement that the punishment would be given to Haman. The occupiers. Honor should be done to Esther and Mordecai for speaking out for justice, even if it meant criticizing their own government. And they were sent to lead a delegation to the newly conquered land to negotiate an end to the occupation based on peace, justice, and international law.
Peace.